I'm going to use the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer just because it's right here. It was on my desk, so basically just right here in over my nose and on my cheeks. Then I got this new foundation. I'm not sure if it's new. I don't know what it's called. It's by Lancome. I don't know how to say that, but it's Ultra Wear Broad Spectrum SPF 15 24-hour wear. So that is how you say it. Right there. I don't know if this is my color. I think it might be a little too light. This is 210 Buff N. I'm assuming that means neutral. I don't know. But I don't know if this is my color. But I also got, I don't think this is new, but I think these are new, which are the custom highlight drops. And don't mind my hair. That's the way it's staying. It's freaking hot right now. So these are new. They're meant to put into the foundation to give it kind of like a glow, or you can also put on your cheekbones to highlight. So I have Rose Gold Glow, Golden Glow, and also Champagne Glow, but I think that's a little too light. I'm gonna use Golden Glow. Maybe I'm not gonna use this foundation today because this is really light. It's too light. I think I'm gonna mix it. I'll just try mixing it. I'm gonna mix it with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, and I'm in Y245, so I'm gonna mix it with that, and hopefully something works out. Just gonna have to mix it, and I'm gonna add, I don't know, like a drop. It's pretty thick. I'm gonna add 1 drop of that. Whoa. I can't really say how well the foundation is gonna work because, or even these, because I'm using 2 different foundations. So before I forget, I want to thank the person who mentioned, or actually told me I needed to watch Dexter on Netflix, because I had asked like what are good shows to watch on Netflix, and somebody said I needed to watch Dexter. And oh my god, I have been stuck, like literally stuck on that show for the past 2 weeks. Taking Tarte Shape Tape to conceal. And also thank you for ruining my life, because I have been so stuck on that show, and I finally seen the last episode 2 days ago, and I still have not stopped thinking about it. I'm so obsessed. I'm so angry at the last episode. I'm sad. I'm angry and sad, both, just everything that happened in the episode and just because it ended. Like I didn't want it to end. Now I'm like, oh, what do I do now? I'm gonna use the Sigma 3D HD blender. By the way, I know the show has been over already for like 5 years, but thanks to Netflix, it's new to me. The funny thing is, I think it was during the last season, because I had heard of it, but I just never knew what it was. I never took the time to like look it up, but my grandma actually is the one that asked me, like, she was really into it. She asked me if I watched it, and I remember her, it was during their last season, because I remember her, that's why she asked me. She was telling me that she needed to get the last season, the like series of DVDs or whatever, and I never knew what it was. Like I never looked it up, and then when somebody recommended it on Netflix and I actually looked it up and how it was about like a serial killer or whatever, I was like, what the heck is my grandma watching? And then after I started watching it, I was like, oh my god, I'm hooked. I'm gonna set that before it creases. I don't know what look I'm gonna do, I just know what palette I'm gonna use, which is, what is it? Milani. It's the new Milani Gilded Desires. So first things first, I'm gonna apply a base, and the one that I use is from Sigma. It's the Persuade eyeshadow base, and I'm using the stick,
and I'm just going to blend that out. This is going to cancel out any discoloration and prevent creasing. And then I'm going to take this new Milani palette. I'm going to take the matte burgundy color, and I'm going to use the Sigma E38 blending brush to blend that into my crease. All the colors I'm going to use are from this palette. Then I'm going to take the black color and I'm going to put that into the inner corner and outer corner of my eye. It's going to get a little bit messy at first. I mean, you just got to trust the blending process, but yeah, when you're working with black, you have to really blend it. And I was surprised. I was happy. I was pretty happy with this eyeshadow palette, and it reminds me, it has a lot of the same similar colors as the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. Like, they're very, very similar, a lot of them. And then I'm going to take the gold and I'm going to add that to the center, and this brush is actually a skincare brush from Sigma as well. For my lower lash line, I just added a little bit of black closest to my lash line, and then I ran the transition shade that I used in the beginning on my lower lash line just to kind of blend it out. And then for the inner corner, I used, which was very pigmented, I was surprised. It's like a light, like pinkish type color. I don't know how to describe it, but I used that for the inner corner. It was really intense. And then I used the CoverGirl eyeliner that I used in my last video. I really like this eyeliner, and it's really hard to get off, by the way, but it's just not very black, so I went over it with a little bit of the black shadow. Not very black, I mean not very matte. It's kind of like a little bit shimmery. So I just went over it with a black eyeshadow. And then for lashes, I've been so stuck on this brand's lashes. They have like such pretty mink lashes, and there will be a link in the description box below to check out all their different lashes.
So it comes in this like cool little bag. This is the Neo Bronzer in Capri. It's kind of cool because it goes from light to dark. This can even be a highlighter to like a blush and then a bronzer. This one for bronzer and this one for blush. Sweating a little bit on my forehead, so it's gonna get stuck to it and look like patchy because it's so freaking hot in here. And for highlighter, I'm going to take the new Glow palette from Glow, and unfortunately mine has been chewed. I left it on the floor. And one of the bunnies got out and chewed it all up because it's kind of like rubbery, so yeah, it's chewed all along the bottom. It's really pretty. So I am going to use a mixture of these two colors. I'm going to mix these two right here. It's called Glam Glow Glow Powder. How pretty that is. It's so pretty. For lips, I wanted to try, I'm not sure how the color is going to look. I wanted to try the Balm Jour Creamy Lip Stain. It starts off as a gloss and then ends up as a lip stain. This is in Salute, but I don't know how it's going to look. Oh, I don't know. This one's pretty too. This is in the color I think that's the one I'm gonna use.